Hello everyone, we're going to start Crimson Vow Draft on Arena today. This is my first video ever, so I hope you enjoy. I'm just going to walk you through all of my picks and eventually the plays when we get to the games, and I hope it provides you with some entertainment and or information if it's helpful. My current ranking is in Platinum 2, and I'm not the best limited player, but I'm very excited to learn. So let's just hop right into this, and we can get started. As I said, this is my first video, so if you feel that this provides any sort of service to you, be it entertainment value or information, feel free to leave a like and or subscribe. If you feel so inclined, you can also leave a comment, but that would really be doing too much. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, pack one, pick one. Howling Moon is not the best card. I don't think we really want it. It more fits into the werewolf decks, which obviously is a specific one. It's a lot more tribal and synergy based than a lot of the other decks because a lot of the bombs are so big that you just can't ignore them. So I don't think we're going to be picking that up. Radiant Grace isn't the best card. I like the back side of it a lot more than I like the front side, but really having a creature die is a lot too much to ask unless you're in a nice exploit deck. Vampire's Vengeance it's good, again, in the vampire deck. Not the best, though, in terms of actual power level. Skullscarb, yes, but it's an uncommon, it's a gold card, so we don't really want it too much. Scattered Thoughts and Stitches isn't a great card draw cards in blue. We have Desperate Farmer as well, which is a solid card. I think we're just going to be taking a Voldaren Epicure here, though. It does seem to be the best card, so Werewolf is pretty bad. Lightning Wolf is also pretty terrible. Lacerate Flesh is really barely playable in terms of a removal spell. We'll just be taking the Epicure, though. It provides a lot of value, it creates a blood token, it pings your opponent, it does pretty much everything. And it's just over 1 mana. It also sacrifices well to a lot of exploit cards. So in blue-red, in black-red, and yeah, those two archetypes are pretty solid as well. Pack 2, we have a Wolf Strike, which is pretty solid removal spell. It's not the best, it's obviously better in like green-red wolf decks, similarly to the Howling Moon. We have Weaver Blossoms, which I think is a great card. It's really nice, it ramps, and then it turns into a much more relevant threat later. We also have Catapult Fodder, which I think is pretty alright. It's not the best, not the worst. I think we're just going to be taking Sigarda's Imprisonment here, though. It's just a solid removal spell, and I don't think we can ask for much better. So yeah, we're just going to be picking this up. It's a little better than Wolf Strike in my opinion, just because the white decks are a little stronger than the green decks, but really they're pretty close. I wouldn't fault anybody for taking either. Here is pretty late. I say pretty late. It's just a great card. Parasitic Grasp. It's just a really good removal spell. I think that it's not easy to beat the card. Also, Falconwrath Celebrant's going pretty late. It's not late, but it's a great card. Blood Tithe Harvester is also excellent. Again, it's a gold card, so we want to pick it up maybe on the wheel or once we're already established in black-red. But we're just definitely going to be picking up the Grasp. There are a lot of green cards open, or at least green cards are not all great, so it doesn't mean that it's open. But other than that, in the pack, there's a Ragged Recluse, which works well with the Harvester, if we can wheel one of the two, and the Celebrants. So really, any of these 3 cards would be happy to wheel. Also, Heron of Hope is pretty solid. Not the best, not the worst. It goes well in the black-white deck. It's nice with Sigarda's Imprisonment, so if we can pick this up, maybe wheel a Heron or one of these 3 cards, as I said. But we're just going to be taking the Grasp, though. This is a pretty gross pack. Nothing is good in here. There's Cloaked Cadet, which is alright. I haven't had great experience with it yet. Runebound Wolf. Again, it's really only good in the red-green decks. There's Grizzly Ritual, which is an okay removal spell. I think it's probably going to be what we take. It's mostly good in the black-red blood decks, which could be where we're going. And we've got 2 removal spells and a Voldaren Epicure, which we first picked, which I don't like, by the way. I didn't mention it, but Voldaren Epicure is not a good first pick. Our opening pack was just very weak. So I think we're just going to be taking the Ritual here. There's also Undying Malice, which is okay. It gets a lot better once you have bombs, similarly to Cradle of Safety. If you have a good bomb to protect it, it's wonderful. Same here. Bloody Betrayal is really only good in black, red, or blue-red, with exploit cards so you can steal and sacrifice, but I think we're just going to take Ritual here so we have a couple removal spells. Here, red is looking pretty open. These are both pretty solidly playable cards. We have the Blood Petal Celebrant. and Fearful Villager. It's definitely going to be one of those two. I think I like the Celebrant a little more, just because it's 2-drops a little harder to get in this format, because there are just less good ones. None of the green cards, there are a couple green cards, none of them really look great. Flourishing Hunt is okay. I wouldn't take it here, though, because we're pretty far away from green. We already have at least one good red card. Dread Fugue, I like, but not in best of one, because this works really well when you know your opponent has like a really powerful 2-drop like Thalia, or the Bloodtithe Harvester that I was talking about earlier. But yeah, we're just going to take the Blood Petal Celebrant here. Nothing else really stands out. Here we've got a couple good cards. We have Desperate Farmer or Depraved Harvester. We've got Lacerate Flash. As I said, it's not a good card that you want to first pick, but it's an okay removal spell if you're really tight for them, which we're not, though, because we have Grasp, Sigarda's Imprisonment, and Grisly Ritual if we need to play it. There's also a Pointed Discussion, though, which I really like as it's a great card. It's very synergistic with the Blood decks, which we already have a couple synergies for. I mean, we don't have synergy, but we have generators at least. Actually, I think all of our cards except for the Grasp now generate blood. And the Festivities is really good in best of 3, but terrible in best of 1, as is evident by the amount you see it played. But yeah, we're just gonna take the discussion here. Hope the best. Oh, let's go. Oh, there we go. Okay. Ooh. So here's a pretty late Wandering Mind, which is a really good card in the blue-red decks. We haven't seen too much blue open. Next to it, though, is the Heron of Hope that I was talking about earlier, which is pretty good. We already have a 1 white card. We're not super sold on red yet, because like we don't have any ridiculous cards in red. Obviously, that could change easily, because we only pack 1, but I think it looks like we're just going to take the Heron of Hope and stay open. Black-white being a pretty solid archetype, I think one of the better ones, I mean, at least in the top 5. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with black-white or black-red here. On the wheel, we have Reckless Impulse, we have Radiant Grace. As I said, I don't like this card very much. It is better in black-white, so it might be a better pickup now that it looks like we're in black-white or black-red. Because we're definitely playing black, we've got some good cards. Reckless Impulse is okay. It's a solid draw spell. Again, it's a lot better in red-blue. There's also a Wretched Throng, which we can start picking up if we need to, because it's one of the collectible cards. But I think the pick here is just the Reckless Impulse. It's just a okay draw spell. It's not what we want, but it's playable, and that's good enough, I guess. Here, Blood Servitor or Lightning Wolf, neither of them are very good. There's a late Scattered Thoughts, but I don't think we're super close to playing blue right now. We did see that Wandering Mind earlier. Yeah, I don't like the Lightning Wolf enough to play it, but the Blood Servitor, just because it's colorless, it fits in any deck almost. Well, oh wait, there's also Nurturing Presence, here. No, no, we'll take the Servitor. I don't really want to play it, but if we have to, we can. Here are two pretty late blue cards that I like both of. Syncopate, I think, is a little better than Siphon Essence, just because it's super versatile. Works well on the draw and on the play, which is really, really nice. It's untrue for some counter spells, such as this one, for example. Crawling Infestation and Dawnhawkgeist are both unplayable, and this is alright. So I think we're just going to take Syncopate, but we don't really know if we're in blue yet. There are a couple of blue cards. Okay, so here's a blue card that I don't mind playing. Obviously this is a lot better in the non-creature matters decks, and right now we only have... Oh, well, we have a reasonable number of non-creature spells. But anyways, we'll just take this, I guess. It's playable, it's not the best, not the worst, but I don't really want to play it in my deck. We'll take an Undying Malice here. It just works well with any big creature that we can pick up, be it like the 5-mana 5/4 Exploit that makes your opponent sack, or whatever else. The Bloody Betrayal and the Vampire Slayer are just bad. Here, neither of these cards are playable. I think we'll take this for the Vault. And same here. Okay, ooh, okay, opening the second pack up, we've got a pretty good rare. So that looks like it's going to be what we take. It goes in any deck, which is super sweet. And it's just pretty solid. There's also Innocent Traveler, which is, I think, I was really high on it at the beginning of the format. It's not the best. I think it could be better. It's not the best. Magma Pummel I don't think is worth playing unless you can, like, really, like, capitalize on a lot of, like, against, if it's in best of 3, you can play it against Death Touch decks. Brambleworm is just wonderful. I think it's one of my favorite cards in the set. It's just hilarious. It's a big boy that just gains a ton of life, and yeah. Shield Basher is not great. Lantern Bearer is pretty good. I don't think it's worth taking over the Doll House, though. Maybe on the wheel we could hit a Blood Crazed Socialite, or, I mean, there's not much else in the pack. We could hit one of these white cards, maybe the Geist is okay, this is okay, but I think really we want Innocent Traveler and or Blood Crazed Socialite. Yeah, we definitely take the Dollhouse. Oh my god. So this is one of the biggest bombs in the set. It is completely disgusting. So basically, when it enters the battlefield, it kills something, and when it leaves the battlefield, it kills something. And it's a big 4/4 body. This is one of the cards that I think I haven't played with yet, but I think it might be one of the best cards in the set for limited. It works really well with that Undying Malice. What else? It works well with Dollhouse of Horrors, because it means we can flash it back once it's, well, not flash back, but, you know, disturb it or whatever. We can get it back once it's dead. This is just a huge bomb, so we're definitely slam dunking this one. In terms of colors, just because I've got a couple more seconds here on the clock, I don't think we're playing blue. Doesn't look like it. Black could well happen. Red, probably not. Well, red maybe. So it looks like we're either in black, red, or black, white still. So we're staying pretty open, which is, I think, good. Okay. Here's a pretty solid pack. So there are a couple good cards in this. Angelic Quartermaster is really good. I don't think we want to take Inspired Idea, by the way. It's a bit of a trap. It's good, but it's not something you want. It's not a reason I would play blue for. Angelic Quartermaster is pretty good. It's a pretty solid card. I think it's probably the pick here. Panic Bystander is also pretty solid in black-white. But yeah, we're just going to take the Quartermaster. Nothing else in this pack looks good. There's the Doomed Dissenter maybe on the wheel, or if we can get it, the Bystander, but I doubt it. Also, the Heron of Hope as well is pretty solid if we can get some life gain payoffs. Here we've got a couple good cards. Courier Bat's pretty good. We don't really have a whole lot of life gain payoffs right now. Another Epicure. I mean, they get worse in multiples, so I don't really think we want it. There's a Distracting Geist, which I like quite a lot. And it does look like we're tending towards white-black, although it's unclear still. I think we'd... Oh, sorry, I completely missed. The Traveling Minister is super good. I completely did not see that. Yeah, Traveling Minister is just a complete beating. It fuels life gain decks. That works well with Courier Bat if we can wheel it. It works well with Bystander that we saw earlier. It makes your, like, grindy black-white decks so much better. Okay, here we can pick up a Courier Bat. I think, so it looks like we're in black-white here, with some pretty disgusting cards. Let me just sort this out quickly. Yeah, so we're just going to take the Courier Bat here, I think. Nothing else looks good. This is okay, maybe on the wheel if we can pick up some Exploit. This is unplayable unless you're in the black-green deck. This is okay. Maybe the Evolving Wilds as well, but the Evolving Wilds basically never wheels, so I doubt that will wheel. Yeah, but we're just definitely taking the Courier Bat here. Pick up some nice 3-drops. This is great, especially with Desecrator. It means we can cost it even more. The more we cost it, the better it is, obviously. Here's a card that I was talking about earlier. Rottide Gargantua. I don't think I mentioned it by name, but it's just fantastic with a lot of the small creatures. We can get rid of this once it's gained us enough life and got us enough value. We can do all sorts of stuff. We can get... I don't know, we can sack stuff, we can get them back. It's just a great shenanigans card. Nothing else really in the pack looks tempting. We already have one Undying Malice, and I think they just kind of suck if you have more than one. Yeah, we'll just take the Gargantua. I don't think we really want to play it, but we can. It also works well with the Dollhouse. How much blood do we have? We have 1, 2, 3. So 3 cards that make blood so far. I think we'll take the Recluse. Adamant Will is a lot better in the aggressive white-red decks and white-green decks sometimes. So I think we're just going to take the Recluse. We don't really want Lacerate Flash, as I said, it's pretty bad. We don't look very close to red either. We've got a couple good ones, but I think we'll just take the Recluse here, hope to flip it a couple times. It also gains life, which is pretty sweet. Here we can take another Point of Discussion or a Militia Rallier. Militia Rallier is... It's okay, it's a lot better in the aggressive decks. I don't think it's really worth picking up here. It's just a little slow. Wait, I got rid of the Cigarda's Imprisonment, didn't I? Wait, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. It's a little slow, honestly. I don't really like it too much. Oh, okay, well, we picked it. It was probably going to be the pick anyways. Here we can take Heronblessed Geist or the S12 Shieldbreaker. I think we just take the Geist here. We've got a couple of enchantments. We have the Imprisonment. We have, what else do we have? Yeah, no, just the Imprisonment, but I mean, that's enough. It's okay. I mean, it's not the best card, but we can take it. Here's a Heron of Hope. We'll slam dunk that on the wheel. It's a great card. I don't think we really consider anything else there. I guess we'll take Bordered Window for the Vault. Blue does look a little bit open, but we're not too close. Okay, white and blue are very open right now. Distracting Geist is just pretty solid. It's not the best, not the worst, but it does a good job in all the decks it's in. Here we'll just take the Phalanx in case we need playables, but I don't think we will. And, oh, Shield Breaker. We'll play that if we need to. Okay, this is a pretty simple pack. We have two pretty solid cards that are looking to be picked up here, which is Downfall, excellent removal spell, just kills everything, even Planeswalkers, and Purifier. We've got a couple of life gain synergies, so we have this that gains life, this that gains life, this that gains life. I don't know, we've got a lot of life gain. But I think we're just going to take the Downfall. We don't have a lot of removal right now, just the Grasp and this if you count it. Oh, and also the Imprisonment. Yeah, I mean, we'll take it. It's double black, which is a little tight, but, I mean, it's good enough that we'll take it here. Maybe on the wheel we can pick up a Kindly Ancestor, and if we can wheel the Purify, that'd be wonderful. I just don't think we will. It's too good. I mean, it's not the best, but it's pretty solid. So we'll take the Downfall here. Okay, here we have a Panicked Bystander, which is a great 2-drop. As you can see, we don't really have that many yet, just a removal spell and a small creature. But yeah, we'll take the Panicked Bystander for sure, and yeah, I mean, there's nothing else in this pack. I mean, there's Gluttonous Guest and Voice, but this probably won't wheel. It's not good in the deck as well because it's double white, and we want to play it on turn 2, so we need Plains, and an opener. This will be pretty sweet to wheel, but I expect we'll see other ones in the draft still. But yeah, we'll take the Bystander here. Here we've got a couple of good cards. We have Bat. We have Geist. I don't think we want to. Sorry, Geist. We have Geist. We have Heron, which I don't think we want a third one of. And there are a couple other cards I don't think are really in consideration. So we'll just take the Bat here. We've got a lot of 3-drops. I'm going to cut the Servitor because we've just got better playables. Oof, this is a rough pack. I think we'll just take the Brine Coma. I don't think we'll ever end up in blue, but if we somehow wheel, like, I don't know, if we wheel something crazy, or open, I mean, we won't open, but, you know, in this next pack, maybe we can hit something crazy in blue, but we'll take it in case. Okay, here's another Traveling Minister, which is just really good. I think that's just the picker. Oops, sorry, double-clicked. Oh, and another one. Yeah, so these cards definitely get better in multiples, by the way, if you didn't know. They're just kind of broken. Because you can just, like, suit up a small creature and just make it huge with just, like, one of them. I mean, it's not huge, but it's pretty crazy. Okay, another Bystander. That's really good. So we've got quite a lot of life gain now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 if this flips, 5, 6, 7, oh no, sorry, 7, 8, 8, yeah, 8 cards that gain life. That's pretty good. So we'll take it, hopefully getting to flip it a couple times. And here's a Blood Fountain, which is excellent. Definitely slamming that. Here, I guess we'll take Heirloom in case we could still, I don't know, I mean, we won't wheel anything, but in case we get something crazy in blue. We've got plenty of playables, so I don't think we really need this. Take a Geist, I guess, for the Vault. This guy's holding up everybody else up. Yeah, so our deck looks pretty good. There are a couple cards I don't think I really want to play. This I don't think I really want to play. So it looks like we're mainly in black. Adamant Will, sorry, I picked that up without talking, but Adamant Will's okay. It's hard to evaluate. It's not good in this deck for sure, because our curve is, like, pretty high, and we're not really aggressive, despite having 3 Traveling Ministers. Yeah, but we're definitely, I don't think we really want this. I mean, I guess I'll take Sanctify. Well, I'll take a Sanctify. Sanctify is just unplayably bad. These picks don't really matter anymore. And yeah, so that's the deck. Currently we have 25 playables, which is a fair number. Alright, so this works well with the Desecrator. What else does it work with? It works with this, ETBs in general. So I don't think we want to play Geist. What do we have that generates blood? Okay, so we have... That's enough. I mean, what do we have in here that says blood on it? Okay, so if we really need blood, we can play the servitor. What about gain life? Okay, so we've got quite a lot of gaining life. I thought... no, it doesn't. So we have... Yeah, okay, we've got enough life gain to make these things work pretty well. If not, I mean, even if we didn't, I think that we would still play them just because we're a little sore for 2 drops. We only have 4. This is a tough cut. I don't think we really want the Shield Basher here. Oopsie. It's not the best. I'm not a huge fan of the card, but it's playable as a 4-drop. We do have only 2 4-drops without it. So I think we'll probably end up playing that. I'm not super high on the Grizzly Ritual. We have 3 pieces of pretty good removal here, so, like, all of these are pretty premium removal. This being the worst of it, but it's still very good. Like, this is pretty solid, so I don't think we want the Grizzly Ritual. It does cut a little bit on the blood. No pun intended, haha. But, I mean, we still have this, this. We've still got enough blood makers that I think it's worth it. Although, it's tough to say. It's tough to say. But I think this is going to be the deck. Ooh. Do we want favored black or favored white for the mana base? We probably want black, right? What does MTG say? Oh, they say white. Okay. Except they have... So we have double black, double black, double black, double white. Yeah, I think we're just gonna favor black because we have more double black and we only need 1 white pip for most of the cards that we have, which is pretty good. So I think we're just gonna call this a deck. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with it. The Desecrator is just really, really good. I love it. Adult House of Horrors is pretty fun. It works well with the Desecrator, of course. We've got enough high CMC to make this work, because, it's, by the way, it's not just our own grave, our opponent's graveyard, it's also ours if we need to. So we can get some pretty good use out of this, hopefully. I mean, yeah, we have lots of ways of recurring it, so hopefully it doesn't get exiled. If it does, hopefully it's by the Adult House of Horrors, of course. Rot-Tide Gargantua. Oh, we don't have that much sack fodder to the Gargantua, actually, so maybe we don't want to play that. Well, no. Good enough. It's just a 5-mana card, and it's we kind of need that here. We have got a pretty low curve, given that we want to be a more controlling deck, but yeah, we'll play it for sure. I'm not super happy with the Shield Basher, since it really works better in aggressive decks. I wonder, is there really nothing else I can put in? Like, maybe I'll play a Ritual over the Shield Basher. Or something. It's hard to say. Because I don't want to, like, just not play anything on turn 4. Like, I'd much rather have another Heron of Hope, honestly. This is tough. This is, like, pretty bad removal. It's 6 mana, but it works well with the Recluse and anything else. We don't have any of the Bloodless Guests, which gain us life. So I think we'll just stick... with the... No. This is tough. I think we'll just stick with the Shield Basher. Okay, so this is our deck, and I guess I'll see you in the matches. See you then. So overall, I've been enjoying this format quite a lot. It's a little bit of a Prince format, that is to say that the decks are a lot... This is less about synergy and a lot more about just sheer power level, as one can easily observe based on the power level of the res. For example, the ridiculous mythic card that we got, Cemetery Desecrator, which is just completely busted. ETB kills something, LTB kills something. It's pretty nuts. So, overall I've been enjoying it a lot despite that, but yeah, it should be a good time. I played a fair number of drafts, and I've been having a pretty fun time overall. Lots of variety. I haven't played too many white-black decks specifically, but this one seems to be pretty solid. I played against lots, but yeah. It's a shame that we don't have Liessa, the one from Midnight Hunt, which was hilariously fun to play with, as well as Gisa, which is just really, really cool card. I personally really enjoyed Midnight Hunt, a lot more than this set, but still, this is pretty good. Our opponent seems to be thinking a lot. Oh, there we go. So, this is pretty much a snap keep. We have turn 1 Traveling Minister. An interesting decision that we have right off the bat here is if we're going to attack with this or not. I guess it depends on what they play, obviously, but I wouldn't, in general, in the black-white grindy decks. Maybe in a red-white aggro deck you can attack, but in the black-white grindy decks, you really want to just try to get as much life advantage as possible, because you're not here for the short game. So here I'm just going to tap it, gain a life, pretty simple, and then I'm going to hold up Parasitic Grasp if they play a human. I don't think there are that many humans they could possibly have here, but yeah, I'm trying to think. There's Wizard, okay, that's an instant kill, hopefully. If we can hit a black source, that'd be wonderful. If not, I think I might just, so we have a couple options here. We can either play Courier Bat for no value, basically. We can attack with the Minister, or we can Sagada's Imprisonment. I'm leaning towards Sagada's Imprisonment, because we don't have a guarantee of drawing another black source, which is obviously kind of annoying because we have 2 double black removal spells in our hand. So I think I'm just going to Imprisonment and gain a life and pump the Minister. See how that goes. Worst case, we can just exile it later. Obviously, the effect stays around because this doesn't get rid of the text on the card, but it should be okay. So here I think I might just start beating in a little bit because we don't have a lot of pressure. So I think I'm going to attack. There's not too much I have to be worried about in terms of flash creatures, I don't think. And if there is, hopefully it's a human so we can zap it pretty quickly. I'm not playing a land yet because of, I don't know, trying to be cool. Here, so I'm kind of scared of an Essence Extraction. No, that's another card. Sorry, I don't know, the 3-mana counterspell that makes a blood. So I think I'm just going to play it safe and play a Courier Bat. We have 2 of them, so I'm kind of fine with that. Okay, so no counterspell, nothing flash speed. I guess I don't really know what they could have been holding up, actually. So this, I'm pretty happy to Hero's Downfall if I can get a, which I can't, a black card. So here I'm just going to pop the bat and play a Heron. Just pass. We don't really need to be keeping pressure on. We're up 4 points of life, it's not a big deal. With the Heron, we're just going to be gaining, like, 3, well, I mean, with both Herons down, that is, we'll be gaining 3 life a turn. Oh, I just realized I misplayed that pretty badly. I should have, cast the Heron first. Okay, well, that's kind of fine. What they mill? Okay, just 2 swamps. We can do some of those. So it's looking like maybe I shouldn't have Sagada's Imprisonmented the Headless Rider. I should have kept it the Skywarp Scarb. But this seems fine. I think I'm just going to play the Heron, and I'm going to pump the other Heron. Just pass. If they have a counterspell, that's kind of fine. Worst case, we can get it back. Yep. Okay, so there's Wash Away. I guess that's what they're holding up earlier. So I'm glad I played around it. But, yeah. So now here we just tap this, gain 2 life, which is kind of broken, because that's literally how much they're attacking for in the air. So it's not a big deal. Okay, that's kind of annoying. I would have liked to get that back with the Courier Bat. But luckily we don't have too many big ground creatures. So that shouldn't be a problem in terms of, oh, that's a nice draw, in terms of attacking through it, as Death Touches usually are. So I think I'm just going to main phase pointed discussion. I mean, first main phase, that is. Okay, 2 black sources. That's pretty good, I think. So, pump this gain to, and I think we just pass. We can still hold up Blood Token and Parasitic Grasp, which are both pretty solid interaction pieces. I mean, this is an interaction, but you know. Yeah, we can hold stuff up. We're not really at all behind, which I'm pretty happy about. It would have been terrible if, I don't know, I guess they're all zombies, so I do have to exile this before killing things. But, yeah, that should be okay. This is kind of annoying. So this is going to flip, right? Combat, yeah. Oh, okay, well, he played that post-combat for some reason. I might just... So, this can sack... So I think I'm going to exile the Headless Rider here. Because otherwise, this is just going to be able to sacrifice it and ping me for 1, which I don't really want. So I'm just going to exile this, and then I'm going to Traveling Minister my Heron again, gaining 2. It really would have been nice to have my other Heron, but it's exiled now, so I can't even get it back with the bat. So, we're not really ahead or behind. We're definitely ahead on life, obviously, but we've got lots of cards in hand, which is where we want to be for sure. But Catapult Captain is definitely going to flip here. I mean, obviously I don't really have anything to do with it. It's a little scary. They can sack their Skywarp, so we just have to be careful not to get too far below 5 life. So here I think I'm comfortable blocking this. I don't think there, I mean, yeah, there's nothing that they could really have. I guess the 2-mana hexproof thing is fine. Okay, well that's kind of terrifying with this, so we're just gonna kill this, I think, this turn. So play Black Source. We'll catapult oh wait, no, that takes 3 mana. So we're just gonna kill the captain. Nothing in our graveyard to return. So, okay, we kill the captain. Should we just kill the? Yeah, maybe we should. So okay, first I'm gonna tap at put Courier Bat as a 3/2. Just swing for 2. Swing for 3. Sorry. I think we just pass here. They could have a sack. So I guess if they play an exploit creature, then we can kill the scavenger in response. They might also just attack with sack Hallowed Phalanx. Sorry, that's the opposite of the card. Unhallowed Phalanx, rather. Is okay, they're not attacking, so that we can swing in with so we can't swing in, sorry, with Courier Bat. Here I think I'm just gonna zap it. I'm kind of fine with this. I would like to get something in my graveyard, actually. I might just chump with the Heron of Hope here, so that we can get it back immediately with the Dollhouse as a bigger creature, because we can get lots more back. Oh, no, never mind. We'll Rot-Tide Gargantua it away. So here, I think we're just gonna zap it, and then we can Gargantua, sacrificing Heron. They sacrifice probably Unhallowed Phalanx, and then we're in a pretty favorable position here. They have a 2/5, which is kind of big, but I'm fine with that. I'm a little worried because we have used all of our removal spells, but we're quite far ahead here. We've got 3 cards in hand at, like, almost 10 life above them. Okay, well that's not very good. This is really, in this format, I think it's just a 2-mana 3/3 that pings you. Like the Planeswalker text is basically never relevant. I see a lot of it. I see a lot of people playing it because it looks really exciting. Because it's like, oh my god, it's a Planeswalker removal on a 2-mana 3/3, which is supposed to be huge. But in reality, it's not that great. So it looks like we're just going to play the Rot-Tide Gargantua here. We might be able to discard that. So here they're bouncing our Rot-Tide, so I guess we won't sack. It's kind of fine. Because obviously if we sack, if you didn't know, if we sack, the effect is only when this creature exploits a creature, so if they bounce it and then we sack afterwards, it just, it doesn't do anything, basically, it fizzles. I think I'm just going to pass here. There's not really much we can do. We can just let the Graph Weaver just ping them out, I guess. Yeah, not really too much to do. I guess we could loot away one of our... No, I still wanna play the Rot-Tide. We could loot away for sure one of our creatures, but I don't think that we want to do the bat. So this is a pretty big decision point. I could loot away either the Rot-Tide or the Courier Bat. I do want to draw a card. They're ahead of us on library, so I guess we'll just leave it for the time being. Okay, that's pretty good. So I can play this into Rot-Tide. So I think I'm just going to play... I'm going to start by Courier Bat. And I'm going to play Bystander. So this is going to flip the Bystander immediately, right? Because we... Oops, wrong creature. So we're going to sacrifice the Heron. I think the effect is still going to keep it, so we're going to gain 2 life here, right? So we should go up to 30. Oh, no, never mind, that doesn't make any sense. So they're just going to sack the Graph Weaver, that puts us in a pretty good position. This is going to flip at end of turn, because we gained 2 from Minister and 1 from Bystander. I think we just pass here. Yep, so that flips. This is kind of a busted card. Once it flips, it just gains you life, and it's a huge, huge blocker. Like, obviously not as big as Unhallowed Phalanx, but we also paid, like, less than half as much, so... That's pretty solid. I'm not really sure what we're going to do here. Oh, okay, well that's an interesting attack. I think we're just going to take it. We're really high on life. So next turn we're just going to pump, I guess, we'll pump the culprit here, I think. So that way we force through... No, we'll pump the Courier Bat and then force through 3 extra damage. I don't think it changes anything, but we want the culprit to die less than the bat, so we'll pump the better of the two. Okay, that's a good card because we actually have blood now. So we're just gonna pump the bat. Oh, I keep misplaying, sorry. I should play the Dollhouse and reanimate the Heron here, I think. So I think we're just gonna swing in. Hopefully, I guess Blade Brand isn't in this set. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you know what? I might just... No, I can't double, so... I might loot away the Courier Bat and keep the Dollhouse in hand in case they have a Syncopate. Well, I guess, because if they have Syncopate, they can pay X equals 2, which does effectively counter it, so maybe I should have played it first. So I think I'm just going to play this, get back my Heron. If they counter it with the Siphon Essence, that's fine. We can just get it back with Dollhouse that they don't know about. And for the time being, I think that's fine. So I'm just going to play this. Okay, well, it doesn't look like I have a counterspell. Yeah, so we'll just leave that for now. I don't think that it's worth running out our... I mean, I would call this a bomb. We don't have anything in our graveyard right now, but we have too many things to get things back. We've got 2 Courier Bats and Blood Fountain as well. So I don't think we really want to, but I mean, we're so far ahead, I don't think it matters too much. Like, there's not much that can get them out of this situation. Like, even, like the board wipe in the set is in white, and the other one, the, Path of Peril. Okay, what are they getting back here? Okay, so, Catapult, Fodder, Dire Scavenger, Lunar Rejection, and Fear of Death. I'm kind of fine with that. Yep. It's okay. It's not a big deal. I guess they're ahead on cards now, but... oh, well, no, they'll be, yeah, okay, one ahead. It's not a big deal. Oh, wait, another thing I could do is I could just loot away my Heron just to flip the Ragged with loose. Oh, no, it's only my end step. I could have done that last turn, but it's too late now. I might just loot away the card I draw, though. Okay, so, yeah, okay, there we go. So, we'll stop by looting. So it looks like I'm just going to be attacking with Cackling Culprit and... So, yeah. Cackling Culprit and Rot Tide, I think. Okay, well, we kind of just drew garbage, but... So okay, so I'm going to start by playing Heron. If it gets countered, that's kind of fine. Then we'll pump Culprit. And... swing in, right? So... yeah, so if they block this, that's fine. I trade for the Skywarp, they get a blood. And if they block this, then I can just Death Touch it and it doesn't die. So this is kind of fun. Yeah. I guess I could have also not attacked with this, but I'm offering the trade, which I think is better, because I also get value, don't forget, off of the Culprit. Because it's gonna give me another 2 life when it dies, which is pretty sweet. I mean, not that we really need it, but... okay, well, they block that. Bounce that, sorry. How much life have we gained this turn? Well, I guess not 3. What can I do now? So we gained 2 life. Yeah, we've only gained 2 life, which is a little bit of a problem. Yeah, I'll end turn. This is gonna flip. Next time we can transform the Panic Bystander again into the Cackling Culprit, which I'm fine with. But we're definitely in a commanding position. I'm pretty happy with this. Oh, that's a card I did not think of. Return all non-permanents not chosen this way. Okay, so we're going to start by cracking the blood to see what we want to return. I mean, it probably won't help us too much, but it might help us decide a little bit. I think we're just going to choose the Odious Witch here, because it swings in for 4, and they're not going to be able to recast their Unhallowed Phalanx. Luckily, we've been playing our lands and not looting away too many, only 2 of them. So that should be okay. So, yeah, so they're definitely capitalizing off of that. That was pretty big for them. It sets us back pretty far. But that's okay. So we're going to start with Cackling Culprit. And this. And then I think we're going to swing with the Odious Witch. If they block, we can pump it with Adamant Will. And that will... okay, so already... yeah, okay. That's fine. So we've gained 2 life here. We can get back a Rot Tide. We can also... So I think mana efficient... Most mana efficient play is this, but I think we want to flip the Bystander as much as possible right now. So I think I'm just going to play a Traveling Minister, so that next turn we can tap it and attack. So we're not going to... yeah, I don't think we sack here, because this is only gonna... Oh, this is only on my end step, right? Yeah, only my end step, it flips. Yeah, this has been doing quite a lot of work. It's definitely good as a 3-5 menace. And we're not in any sort of trouble with the Malicious Invader, because, I mean, we have humans, but we're at 30 life. We have a pretty big board presence, given that they literally board wiped us last turn. Hopefully they don't have a way of getting this back. They could have the Repository Scarb. It could be pretty rough. Oh, yeah, that's kind of fine as well. Yeah, the Repository Scarb could be a little bit of a problem. So I don't think we have too much blood left in the deck. We just have this. We only had 2 things to make blood, right? So we have these 2. Yeah. So I think we can just play the land here. It just speeds us up a little bit. I think I'm just going to tap this. And I'm just going to swing with these 2. So if this dies, it triggers... Well, I mean, we are already flipping the Panicked Bystander. But this is a pretty solid trade. I don't really mind them getting blood too much. We have a... Adamant Will, so I'm just going to activate Heron of Hope, gain some life, play Adamant Will, and then I'm going to play, I think I'm going to play so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play Dollhouse of Horrors, and I'm going to get back my Rot Tide, I think. So, and then I'm going to force them to sack the Gutter Skulker. So I think I'm going to sacrifice Traveling Minister here. Well, oh wait. I could just sack the Rot Tide as well. Yeah, I'll just sack the Rot Tide. Yeah, this seems kind of bad for them. I mean, pretty bad for them, honestly. We've got pretty big board presence. We've got a Flyer. We also have 2 Courier Bats in hand to get stuff back. That's a little annoying. Okay, that's kind of annoying. What are they going to hit? I guess the Heron. Yeah, I'll put that on top. So it's a little bit, it slows us down a little bit, but I think we're kind of fine overall. I'm just gonna attack here with the Cackling Culprit. If they block, I guess they want to save the life, but I'm kind of fine with the, like, they're not trading or anything, so. If they have like a, oh, they don't actually have anything in hand, so it's even better. I guess I probably should have played Heron here, but as I said, we're at 46 life. I don't think that they even have enough damage in their deck. Like, they have 14 turns left, I guess, 15. So I don't think that they can really do a whole lot with this here. I'm just going to keep this in hand in case they can get rid of some other stuff. I'm just going to activate the Dollhouse here just to get some value. Okay, Skull Scarb is like very, very minor here. Yeah, GG's. It's basically over. Yeah. Okay, good game. Okay, game 1 is to us. I'm pretty happy about that. Our deck performed pretty admirably, in my opinion. Like, we used a lot of our removal early, and so we kind of struggled to get rid of the other stuff, but they also made some pretty bad decisions. I don't think that this card is very good. It was really good in this particular situation. I guess it depends on the deck. Blue-black is probably its best home, maybe blue-red. But really, like, this card isn't good. I wouldn't play this ever unless you're in, like, blue-green, but that's not a deck I want to be in anyways. They had some pretty sweet stuff, though. Diver's Garb, Lantern Bearer is pretty good. We beat that. Innocent Traveler, I think I mentioned it earlier, is pretty solid if you can get it going. Lunar Rejection is a pretty sweet card. Wash Away, I have yet to get a proper opinion on it yet. It's confusing. It's good, but it's not the best ever. I don't know. That was a pretty good match, though. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, so I guess coming up for our next match, hopefully we go up against a little bit more of a challenge, because that wasn't really a great showing. I mean, we kind of destroyed them, but yeah. I mean, as I said, the Heron of Hope is, like, kind of busted when you have 3... I mean, we only saw 1, but when you have 3 Traveling Ministers, the Heron is pretty good. This looks like a pretty sweet curve. We got 1, 2, 3. If we can kill a human, I'm pretty happy with that. We got lots of removal. Yeah, it seems pretty solid. We can even loot one of these swamps away. notably since we have, like, in our deck we only have a couple cards that are double black. Ooh, that's a pretty sweet one. Oof. Okay, so, I think we're fine to loot a swamp. I can't ping it yet, but I think we're just gonna loot this swamp and hope for the best. I don't think... This card is very, very good. It's a lot less good when, you don't have... Okay, that's scary. Yeah, so if they have a lot of Ancestral Angers, that's a problem. Hopefully, yeah, okay, they only have one. So we're taking 4 here. I'm kind of fine with that. I think I'm just... So it is in red-white. I think if it was in, like, white-blue or white-black, I wouldn't do this, but I think I'm just going to Sagada's Imprisonment this, so that it can't be... Because there's nothing that's going to sacrifice it in those colors. So the reason I said in blue, if they were playing blue or black, is because of exploit. So if they can exploit it, kind of sucks, so we're just going to lose Swamp. Maybe we can hit a Plains. We've got a couple double white cards, but, I mean, I think only one, right? It's the Angel. Okay, well, we drew a Swamp, so we just filtered. Okay, so I think I'm just going to Sagada's Imprisonment this. So it's not really a threat anymore. We took 4 damage off it. It's kind of annoying, but I'm fine with that. Okay, that's not a card that I think is very good, so I'm kind of fine seeing that. I think we're just gonna pass back. We've got some good removal up. We've got Hero's Downfall and Parasitic Grasp. Parasitic Grasp is only 2 for this. I mean, it doesn't matter. We don't have anything else to play. But if they try to buff this, we can kind of blow them out. Well, I guess if they have another one, then I would be happy to kill it. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna let that go. They could have Adamant Will, they could have, what else? I think just Adamant Will, so I'll risk it. Worst case, I just Hero's Downfall it later. I'm kind of fine with that. Okay, well that worked. We even gained back up to almost up to 20. Yeah, well, we're definitely in a favorable position. We've got a handful of... Oh, that's definitely got to go. I'm glad they didn't play that pre-combat. Oh, it's just the flip side, wait, isn't it? Yeah, it's only whenever it is dealt damage. So I think I'm not going to risk the Adamant Will here, so I'm going to Hero's Downfall now. Because this card is, I guess I haven't said it yet, but this card is completely crazy. I mean, it's less good on the front side, but on the back side, it basically means whatever you block, you still take all the damage and more. It's kind of, I don't understand, like, this is one of the cards that is just such a bomb that you can't let it stick around for more than a turn. Which is why that having instant speed removal is so important. Like, there are a couple other cards, the Overbrook Caretaker, I believe, and I don't know, there are a couple of them that you just really have to get rid of. I think Helena and Elena Partners, I believe it is another one, just accumulates counters so quickly. Here I think we're not really in any rush. I might just exile the Twin Blade Geist. Or I could play Rot-Tide or Shieldbreaker. I'll just play Shieldbreaker. I don't really mind if it dies too much. It's, as I said, when I was drafting it, it's not the best. Yeah. I'm pretty fine with where we are right now, honestly. Yeah. Okay, well that's fine. We don't have any werewolves in our deck, but I don't mind them not doing anything on their turn. I say werewolves because it's nighttime now, but, you know. So I think here we're just going to attack. They might have a Flame Blaster Bolt, so if we pay the 1, but, I mean, we don't have anything else better to do. Okay, well, they didn't have a Flame Blast Bolt. I think we're just going to play Rot-Tide for no value here. Worst case, we get it back with Blood Fountain, or, like, these Courier Bats. I think our main problem with this deck is, just that, I mean, it's not really that big of a problem, but we have too much Graveyard Recursion. Okay, well, GG's. My hope for Game 2 was not fulfilled. I think our main problem with the deck is that we have too many things to get things back from the graveyard. So we have 2 Courier Bats, we have the Blood Fountain, we have the... What else do we have? We have the Dollhouse, we have this... So sorry, I say get things back. A lot of it is just like, either be it Recursion or Exile. So this exiles. These both interact with it. This interacts with it. I don't know, it's quite a lot, honestly, given that we only have 40 cards. This is also important for the graveyard. Yeah, one thing that I like about this deck is that we didn't get too much Disturb. I mean, usually I would love Disturb. Disturb is a wonderful mechanic, excellent from a gameplay perspective, and also just really fun to play with. But in this deck it's not as good because we have so much Recursion. But yeah, I mean, obviously I'm not complaining. Our deck seems to be performing very well. I mean, the first game was a much better showing, but the second game was sort of just a pub stomp, but oh well. This is a little... Ooh, okay, so this is a little tougher of a hand. We have Traveling Minister turn 1, except we don't have a Plains. So, yeah, so we have a lot of... Okay, so we have... This, I think, is the reason I would keep this hand. It's pretty close, though. We've got a lot of white cards. This doesn't really do anything without help. It's just a Windrake, 3-mana, 2/2 flying. Point of Discussion is really, I think, what saves this. It gives us some pretty good looting effect, and I don't really... As long as we're not up against, like, a hyper-aggressive deck, I'm kind of fine with losing the 2 life, because we have so much life gain here. Because this, remember, this with the Heron of Hope taps for 2 life, basically. And once this is down, I think we're pretty comfortable in life for the rest of the game. So I'm going to keep this. If we get mana screwed, that's kind of on me. But it was definitely close. But it's tough to say. Okay, well, they're in green. I guess I'm... Okay, well, we drew a land. We drew a land. Okay, so we're not just completely going to get destroyed. Hopefully it's not green-red. Oh, look, it's green-red. Okay, well, they're not playing anything turn 1 or 2, so I'm fine with that. Obviously, I would really be scared if they played, like, I don't know, one of the 2 drops. The Runebound Wolf is pretty scary. The Packsong Pup is pretty scary if you have another wolf down. Okay, that's terrifying. Okay, well, that's a white source. I think I'm still just gonna play Point of Discussion here, because none of these block this favorably. So I'm gonna play Point of Discussion, play Heron next turn. If we can get a second white source, maybe we can go Traveling Minister and Panic Bystander. I think that might be better. It's hard to tell, though. So I'll play this, draw 2, lose 2. Okay, that's fine. Oof. Okay, well, this card, Courier Bet, I guess. Worst case, we get it back with the other one. That's actually kind of sweet. Okay, so we didn't get any white source, so we'll just play Heron next turn. It blocks us pretty well. That just sort of... You know, I wonder if we can just get them to mill themselves with Eruth. Like, she doesn't really do a whole lot, especially, like, the deck that they seem to be playing, which is red-green splashing for Eruth, and maybe another blue card, it doesn't seem to be super, like, aggressive. Okay, well, they're playing Cartographer's Survey. That is a little bit confusing. This card has never been good for me. It's just strictly worse than, like... I mean, I would take an Evolving Wilds over this, honestly. It has not too many decisions. Let's play a Swamp. Yeah, so we didn't get the double white. So we could also play Traveling Minister into Courier Bet, but I think that the Heron is better. It blocks this nicely, and it means we can start racing them if we need to. I mean, like, we're not racing from 20. Okay, so here they drew some pretty good stuff. I guess the Cartographer's Survey does help, because the main problem with this card is that the sorry, I'm pronouncing it terribly, is that you kind of... It's not even that you mill yourself, because usually you just drown your opponent in card advantage, but it's that you don't have the mana to play the stuff you draw. So I guess this makes a little bit more sense, but still, like, it just feels a little... I don't know. This card is... I'm not high on it. Magma Pummel is kind of fine. It's just a 4/4. I'm happy to, like, Cemetery Desecrator it. We do need a... It's -X for X the mana value, so we do need a 4-drop in the bin. That's okay. So I think I'm just gonna loot away this Swamp. Yeah, okay, so we hit a Plains. I guess I probably should have done that first, but oh well. So I think I'm just gonna play Bystander here. Well, no, I'll play Traveling Minister and pass, I think. So I think we can just take the hit from the Magma Pummeler. We've got enough, like, straight-up removal in the deck that it's not that much of a threat. I mean, we have 2 pieces, I guess, but as I said, I think when we were drafting earlier, I mentioned Magma Pummeler. It's just not a good card unless you can get really high values of for the X. So, oh, that's annoying. Yeah, so there's another card. I don't know. They seem to be playing a very janky deck. I don't fault them for it, because, okay, so this could be a Sure Strike. It could be a Massive Might. I think I'll just take the 6 here. They do get to exile 2 cards, but that's fine. We've got most of the nutty things here. Okay, well, they exiled kind of trashy cards. Yeah, so, okay, so let me talk about this card a little bit. Cost of Hospitality has been very good, but it's also been very inconsistent for me, unfortunately. So, okay, so here I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Cemetery Desecrator, exiling Cartographer's Survey. And I'm going to target the, okay, so we can do this. I think I'm going to target the Magma Pummeler, because this can 2-for-1 me pretty easily, and I don't think that Youth is a problem yet. Because we can block it pretty well, and it's not, I mean, I keep talking about blocking it doesn't really matter if you can block it or not, it's more about the card advantage. But, it's not really too big of a deal. Like, they don't seem to have, like, ridiculously powerful cards in their deck, and they're, like, milling themselves pretty hard right now. Yeah, so we're just gonna leave that for now. Hopefully they don't have, I guess Rending Flame can deal with the Cemetery Desecrator, or what else could they possibly have? They could have a bounce spell, but that's not very good. But you know what, even if they do that, we can just get rid of, what else do we have in our graveyard? Okay, well, I guess we do get less value with the Desecrator, but oh well. Okay, so I'm kind of fine with this attack. I think I'm just going to take it here. They could have, I guess, triple Shoal Strike would kill, wait, no, yeah, it would. Triple Shoal Strike could kill me, double Shoal Strike plus massive, I mean, they have 3 cards in hand. I'm not going to play around that. That's stupid. Oh man, the art on this is horrible. Okay, well, they do draw a card. Heron of Hope, oh, that's annoying, actually. They can't activate it, but it does block mine. Oh, no, it doesn't. I have Traveling Minister. So, okay, that's fine. They are just losing a lot of cards. I don't think that like, none of these cards are good. I guess maybe they're trying to splash blue too hard, which is why they have so many of these Weaver Blossoms. I usually think they're pretty good, but they don't look to be super good because they have this thingy, the Cartographer's Survey. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna Heron of Hope. We're going to attack here. So what do they have in their graveyard? 2, and I've got a 3, right? Yeah. And it doesn't have to be a creature. Yeah. So I'm going to attack here. I'm going to activate Heron. And then if they double block the Desecrator, which it looks like they will, I'm going to do this. So this should kind of wreck them. Because what's going to happen is that it's going to kill the Heron, or my Heron, I should say. When it dies, it's going to trigger. I'm going to exile my Point of Discussion. That's going to kill the Astral Shield Basher rather. And then when it re-enters, it's going to exile the Heron to kill the Weaver, or actually, I'm going to kill Eruth. So I'm completely fine with that. And it's also going to come back as a 5/5 menace, which is pretty gross. So yeah, so here, okay, oh wait, no, okay, this is fine. So I'm going to exile Heron, right? Wait, sorry. Oh, no, the ordering doesn't matter. So we're going to exile Point of Discussion. So we're going to kill the S12 Shield Basher. And then now we're going to exile the S12 Shield Basher because we don't want it ever. And we're going to kill the Eruth. And we're going to say GG's because this looks pretty GG's. Okay, so here, interesting decision. I could either play Bystander because we gain 3 lives, so it'll flip immediately. Or I can get another Heron of Hope back or another Courier Bat. But I think I'm just going to play Bystander. So that was a pretty big blowout for them. That was rough, to say the least. So they lost basically their entire board. Yeah, it's not looking good for them. But honestly, their deck looks pretty sick. I don't think that, like, I don't fault them for any of their plays. Like, they're playing really well. I just don't think that, like, playing Eruth, sorry, playing straight up Teamer is a mistake, in my opinion. I don't think, really, unless you play unless you pull, like, a really strong 3-color card in general in Limited, it's just a mistake to play 3 colors, like, flat. I'm very much for, like, I very much agree with, in general, splashing a color if you have, like, a busted bomb. If it's double pipped like this, like, I wouldn't splash this, I don't think, but I don't think it would be incorrect too. But yeah, it's tough to say. So here they're just sort of just milling me by attacking, but I'm kind of fine with that. Okay, they just hit a planes, that's fine. Because it doesn't really do a whole lot. Okay, so this is pretty good. I think we're just gonna tap here, put that on Heron. So they have a reach creature, which is, I guess, solid. But it's not doing a whole lot, so you know what, I might just Sigarda's Imprisonment that Toxic Scorpion so I can attack with everything. Yeah, Yeah, we'll do this. And then I think this might just be game here. Like, I don't know what they could possibly have here. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, sorry, that plains is mine, right? Yeah, let's travel. Okay. Yeah, so, okay, so they have a, something for my, okay, that's fine with me. I already got most of the value. Okay, this is also going to mean I can now play my other bystander to get a second Cackling Culprit. This puts them to 6. Play the second Culprit, it's going to transform, because we gained 2 off the Minister, there we go. 2 off the Minister, and then 1 off the Cackling Culprit for the Heron. The next turn, I think I'm just going to tap Minister, pump, like, I guess one of these two. Get one of the Herons back. If we draw land, I guess I can play it. If not, oh well, I can also just, Dollhouse, right? Okay, well they're sacking. These don't have reach though, so that's a problem for them, I suppose. Okay, so now we can just sort of blow them out. So it looks like we're just going to be doing this. Yes, I think we're just going to save the Choreobat for after combat, and so now we're just going to attack, and then we can, if they double block, I guess when they double block the Desecrator, we can, I should have maybe, no, I think this is fine. When they double block the Desecrator, we can blow them out with Hero's Downfall. I guess they're probably only gonna, well, it's not really a blowout, but it's not great. Okay, no, this is gonna be a blowout, because they probably think I have, like, a combat trick. What are they doing? Okay, well, maybe they're just throwing, I'm not sure. It's unclear. I'm just gonna kill the Weaver here. And then post-combat, we can just get back a Heron, I guess, with the Choreobat. Oh, they have mana. Yep, that's fine. I guess it exiles, right? Yeah. It exiles. So, I guess we should have played the hook, sorry, we should have, killed the Hook Hand Mariner with the Downfall. But I think, yeah, it was a little greedy of me, actually. That's fine. We'll put them to 3. We're gonna have I mean, next turn we're gonna have at least 3 power in flying. Because I'm gonna play Choreobat, and then we can also Dollhouse back something with flying, maybe the Choreobat itself. Yeah, I'm trying to think of cards that they could possibly have. Like, obviously, like, by invitation only, the board wipe in white does it, but they aren't playing white. This is my planes, as I've realized. Yeah, I think they might just be roping us here, which is rough. I guess you see this in Platinum, but, yeah, roping's rough. Yeah, there's not much to talk about, honestly. Yeah, so their deck does look pretty sick. They've got stuff going on. They have Eruth, which is pretty nuts. They have a Braid. Okay. They have a Braid. They have Flame Blast Bolt. Vilespawn Spider is something I've tried out a couple times, but it hasn't really worked super well for me yet. Yeah, so here we're just going to play Choreobat, and we're going to get back Heron. Yeah, other than that, everything else they played looks pretty solid. Like, they have these. The only thing I disagree with... Oh, Crawling Infestation as well is a card I wanted to talk about. I don't think that this is a card that is worth playing, really, because it's just, it's slow, it's not, I don't know, it's just too slow for me, honestly. It just doesn't, it also mills you, like, even in blue-green, which I think is the deck it's meant to be in, I don't think it's good enough. Okay, so we're 3 wins up, no losses, pretty solid. Yeah, well, I guess we'll just continue. So far the games have been pretty mundane, I guess. We sort of just stomped everybody. The Cemetery Desecrator definitely showed. I would have liked to have played the Dollhouse, though, because that's a card I've been excited to play since I drafted it. It's pretty sick. I played it with it, I think, twice before, and it's just completely dominated. Yeah. I don't know, the deck is feeling pretty insane so far. I think we did the draft correctly. It was hard to tell exactly what colors were open. It was sort of all over the place, but I think we did a good job given what we saw. We didn't really see a whole lot, to be quite honest. Okay, this is a great hand. We've got... our curve isn't the best, but the cards in our hand look fantastic. So, I guess... yeah, I think we'll keep this. If I was mulliganing, I'd definitely get rid of the S12 Shield Breaker, but... sorry, if I had already mulliganed, I would chuck it, but... oh, green-red again. Okay, so this is exactly the start that I was mentioning earlier. This is kind of scary. If they swing, I might just block. It gains me life and it prevents 2 damage here. It might. Oh, if they have removal spell for this, it's gonna be rough though because I don't have anything until turn 4. Yeah. So they might have like an Abrade or a Flameless Bolt, in which case that kind of sucks. But honestly, like our deck definitely stabilizes well, especially Flameless Bolt actually because this won't give me the life. But yeah, but our deck definitely stabilizes well because it's a lot of life gain. Okay. I think I'll block here. It's a lot of life gain, and I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, it's a good trade. The Runebound Wolf is, like, kind of disgusting, like, especially in the late game, which this... Oh my god. This deck really wants to get to the late game. That was a good draw. So, Runebound Wolf at that stage is, like, really hard to deal with. Like, you really have to get rid of them quickly, because... Especially, I guess if he'd had 2 of them, that would have been, like, pinging me for 4 every turn. Just with these 2 cards, and I guarantee you has other wolves. He probably has, like... Child of the Pack. I mean, there are some like bad wolves as well. I'm just listing the good ones. Child of the Pack is like very, very, very hard to deal with. Especially uncommon. Like this is an uncommon that can be dealt with pretty easily, but Child is just not. Okay, well that's good. Well, it's good for us. That is. It's not the best card. It's not a wolf, notably, which I'm pretty happy about. If it was a wolf, that would be a little bit terrifying. Okay, so. I think we're just going to go with a Heron here. We'll just tap Minister, gain 2. And I'm kind of fine taking 6 next turn. Well, I mean, sorry, not 6. We'll be taking 4 from the Slinger. So this is another card that I wanted to talk about. It's good. It's not very good. Okay, that sucks. It's not the best. It definitely does its job. I think it's a lot better in sideboarded matches, specifically because it, like, does a lot of things that are very niche, but if they work, it's very strong. Okay, so here I think I'm just going to be tapping, well, yeah, so I think I'm just going to tap the Minister, pump itself, and then I'm going to play Gargantua, and make them sack something. Because if they sack either of these, I'm fine. And they can't attack into this, so I expect they'll just sack the Slinger. Especially since this, oh, okay, I'm fine with that. I'll happily trade here. So, as I said, I'm fine sacking these things and losing them because we have so much graveyard recursion. So, like, anything... I mean, I guess maybe this would have been good to keep around, but I'm... just so we can, like, repeatedly activate the life. But, like, I'm fine with trading off here. Like, we have a lot of good stuff. Obviously, this is a little bit worse when you only have, like, 1 or 2 creatures out. But, okay, that's fine. I might just Sagada's Imprisonment this. Yeah, okay, so I'll play this. This is pretty sweet. Sagada's. So now it looks pretty good. We're at 16 life only, but, we look pretty favorable. We've got 2 okay, or 1 okay card in our hand, and the other one is just ridiculous. I think Angelic Quartermaster is pretty absurd. Okay, that's a very good draw. We'll play Shield Basher. Pump. So, as long as this doesn't turn to nighttime, it's kind of fine. I mean, even when it does, it's not a big deal. If they have, like, a big X spell, like the, Magma Pummeler. But I doubt they play that in here. That deck... Okay, that's pretty sweet. The deck... Well, the card quality overall seems pretty good. I'm pretty happy just killing this, I think. So we'll kill it, pump with the Traveling Minister, and then I think we just swing in. I mean, I don't see ourselves, I mean, like, we're definitely winning this race, especially since Shield Basher does get indestructible. I'm kind of fine if they kill it, because I can just get it back with Dollhouse. I guess it's less good with Dollhouse, but still. One thing I'm really excited to do is get back Angelic Quartermaster with the Dollhouse of Horrors. It's gonna be sweet. So I think next turn, we're just gonna... Okay, so they're just not even bothering. So if I draw a land here, that'd be pretty nice. Okay. So the reason I wanted to draw a land is so I could play Quartermaster and activate the Shield Basher, but I think in this case I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, I think we'll pay for it. We're definitely in a favorable situation. It's pretty hard to block. I think here we just... So we haven't played a spell, so this is gonna flip. So we're taking 8 next turn. I guess we might as well take 8, because, like, this will be 6 minus 2. Well, it's like 6+2, that is. So I'm kind of fine with that. Here I might just discard the Courier Bat to get back with Dollhouse. What are we going to get back? We can get back Bystander, we can get back Rot Tide. Okay, well, we'll leave it at that. So, next turn it looks pretty good. We can get Quartermaster, Bash for, I guess we can attack with the Traveling Minister since it'll be a 2-2. Well, it depends on what they do. We definitely have shown a lot of aggression given that we're a grindy deck, but I'm just kind of terrified, honestly, of the wolves they might have. So, yeah, so here we're probably going to take 6, go to 9. I'm pretty fine with that, though. Like, honestly, if I can get Heron back with the Courier Bat or something, that would be... Okay, that's a problem. This needs to be dealt with pretty quickly. It can just kind of spiral out of control. Oof, this is rough. Okay. So, what can we do? So, we can activate Goddess Imprisonment. That doesn't do anything. I'm pretty happy playing Quartermaster here. It definitely puts a lot of pressure on them, and I can attack... Yeah, so I think we're playing Quartermaster here. Next turn, on their attack phase, we can block either the Weaver Blossoms or, like, I don't know, this, I guess, but I don't really want to trade with that. And then the next turn, we can get it back with Dollhouse to get a ton of value. So here I think I'm just going to do... I'm going to put counters on these two, and then we're going to swing and pay 1, so it gains indestructible. So they're sort of just taking 5 here. If they block, it's kind of dumb. Oh. Okay, I guess they're blocking. I'm sorry for calling you dumb, opponent. That was a mistake. It doesn't look like we're going to be blocking with this, so I think I'm just going to pay this, and activate here. Because don't remember, it is only at sorcery speed, so I can't do it, like, I don't know, to trade with something. We could easily just die here. If they have something that switches it to night instantly, like, there's like a wheel effect. I mean, it's not a good one, but it's like discard your hand, draw that many cards, and it becomes night. But if they had that, I think we would just be dead. But they don't, which is fine. I would definitely like to get Heroes... oh, no, we already have a Heroes Downfall. Yeah, I'm not sure I don't think we can deal with this. We might just have to, like, try to out-tempo them in the air, or with the Shield Basher, but the Shield Basher isn't really doing a whole lot right now. And it's not looking that good, honestly. Okay, so here I'm just kind of fine taking 4. Another thing to point out is that the Shield Basher is just going to get outpaced by the Child, so I think I'm just taking 4 here. Next turn, I think I might just activate Traveling Minister and then play Courier Bats. Hopefully we can get a land, though. I really need a land. So I can play Courier Bats into Heron. Okay, there's a land. Okay, but it's also night. That's fine, we can switch it back. So, I think what we're doing is we're playing... Okay, so we're going to go here. And then we play Courier Bats into Heron of Hope, right? So, we get back Heron of Hope. I'm going to play it. And I think I'm just not attacking here. Well... because I do need to keep some pressure up, but I also don't think I can right now. So, okay, we're just going to fuss. It's daytime, so we're kind of fine. I don't mind, like, blocking this wolf with, like, Quartermaster or something, because we can just play Dollhouse and get everything back. What you got? You know what else would be really sweet is another Heron of Hope, so we can start gaining, like, 3 life a turn with the Traveling Minister alone. That would be pretty nice. Okay, so that main phase... Okay, well, they played a land, main phase, activate Child. So that means they might be attacking in with the Child. Nope, okay. So, they're sort of forcing us to double spell, but luckily we actually have stuff to do. So, we're gonna start with Bystander. And I think... I think I might just do this, actually. So, I'm gonna activate this, and then I'm just gonna swing in with these guys. So, on the crackback, what are we looking at? So, this is taking 8, so they're going to go to 5. On the crackback, we're going to be taking 9. Okay, well, that's a lot. So that's 23 damage, but we can block most of it, right? So we'll play... Okay, so maybe I don't swing in with these two, just the Herons. And that'll also flip the Bystander, by the way. And I think maybe just... Oh, I should have attacked with, like, one of these two, actually. I think just to flip it back to daytime, because I really don't like this being flipped, I might just cost, okay, so, oh, sorry, here's the question. Should I loot it away? No, I'll just cost it here now, playing it there, just to flip it back to night. I could have looted it away, but I don't want to risk, like, drawing a land or something that's, like, more than 2 mana. Or just having the wrong mana to cost it, or whatever, like this. Like, if I drawn a black card, that'd been pretty rough. I'm kind of fine now, I think. We're at 13 life. We've got a pretty solid board state. I'm fine, as I said, I'm fine blocking with any of these, or both of these, just like chumping, that is. This I would like to trade with the child of the pack eventually. But I'm fine with blocking everything else, because these both have ETBs, so it means that I can get it back with Dollhouse and get a lot of value. I think I might just, whatever they attack with, I might just block with Angelic Quartermaster here, just to get this back and pump the Heron. Because the Heron is definitely a racing tool here. Because without this, we can't gain as much life. Like, this is only 1 a turn, and this doesn't really do a whole lot, so... Obviously, they're getting a lot of wolves, so we do need to do this relatively quickly, but... I think we're okay for now. I'm a little bit nervous about the outcome, but... honestly, if we lose to this, I'm kind of fine, because their border state is kind of stupid. I was going to be knight again. That's rough. Okay, well, we drew a land, so I think I'm just going to start by looting. Wait. Yeah, I'll start by looting. Okay, that is, I think, possibly the best draw we could have had. Okay, so I'm going to start by activating the Minister, and then I'll play Dollhouse and Blood Fountain. So that's going to flip it back to daytime. So here's one of the problems with the Werewolves deck. So, okay, so here, I'm just going to attack. I'm going to talk about the problem in a second. I'm going to attack. This is going to put them on a 1-turn clock, so they kind of have to kill me this turn, but I don't think they can. Hopefully they can't, that is. so the next turn I'm going to swing in with 8, and I don't think they can do anything about it. So this is one of the problems with the Werewolves deck, is that, and this was the same in Midnight Hunt, although they fixed it quite well with a lot of the Werewolves in this set, having activated abilities, but you really had to lose a lot of your turn. I think it was even the same in original Innistrad. Like, the first, like, in the regular Innistrad, not Shadows or whatever. But it was the same in that limited format, where you really had to pass the turn. And that puts you at a pretty big disadvantage, even though you flip all of your Werewolves. And a lot of the time, the flip sides just weren't good enough to, like, compensate for skipping your entire turn. Like, it's basically, like, time vaulting yourself. Well, not, yeah, time vaulting. Except slightly better, obviously, because Time Vault is... Oh, okay, so they're just dead here, I think, unless they have a removal spell. So I think I'm going to start by looting. So it looks like we're going to end up getting back... What can we get back here? We can get back a Minister, which gains us quite a lot of life. Okay, that's a good draw. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to activate Dollhouse. We're going to get back a Minister. It's going to gain haste, which is pretty sweet. And then we're going to pump... Okay, so we're going to tap, activate, pump Bat, and we're going to pump Heron. So I think we're out of their reach now, as well, which is nice, in terms of life. And then I'm going to swing... I think I'm going to swing in with the Shield Basher as well. So I'm going to activate Heron. So they might just be able to kill Heron, but I think they would have done it in response to one of these if they had, like, an Abrade or something. So here, they're just straight up dead, right, in the air. Taking 9. What could have been pretty bad is, like, another Flourishing Hunter. But I don't think that was happening. Yeah, we're almost back up to 20 life, so. Okay, so that's a little annoying. I don't think we're dead, though. Or maybe we are. This is 15 here. Okay, so they're still taking 6, so maybe I shouldn't have, okay. So, how are we blocking here? So we're taking 15, 20, oh my god, are we dead exactly? Oh, that's rough. Yeah, because it's nighttime. Yeah, so that Wolf Strike really did it for us. For them, sorry. Because I was a little bit greedy attacking with the Shield Basher. I was a little greedy. I think we're just dead, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna block here. It's 15, 20, right? Yep. Oh, wow. GG's. That was tough. Oh, no. Oh my god. That accidental block literally just saved me. That was not on purpose, by the way. Holy crap. Okay, so this dying triggers itself, so I gain an extra life, which puts me exactly at 1. That is so clutch. Okay, so now they're just dead, right? Yeah, they don't have anything in hand. GG's. Okay, that is tough. Okay, well, I mean, I'm just gonna activate all my stuff. Go up to 3 life, pretty solid. Activate this. I mean, I kind of just BMing them now, but oh well. Yep, GG's. Wow, that was kind of crazy, actually. Okay, so that was a pretty sick game. Yeah, I'm glad we won that, but it was definitely not due to skill. As I said, this is kind of a stupid deck, but these Panicked Bystanders are just doing work. Like that Woolly Jacket, jeez. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that, actually. Even though I completely punted by attacking with the Shield Basher, I think I'm very happy. So that's win number 4 with 0 losses. So we've almost just like refunded our draft here. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, so this is looking pretty sweet. We're getting some tough matches. I mean, I guess the first, well, the second match and the third. Well, the third match was the second match and the third match were a little bit easy, but there's been some pretty fun games, and that last one was really intense. Like just trying to race against the child of the pack when they're getting like almost two wolves every turn. Yeah, so here again, I'm just pumping the minister because I don't think that it's I don't think we should be racing. This is a pretty slow deck. Okay, that's pretty sweet. So I can't really kill that with Sagada's Imprisonment, but I also don't think it's a big threat. Okay, so here I think I'm just gonna activate this Point of Discussion. I'm kind of fine if they use their turn, like, activating their blood token. It's not really a great use of their turn, honestly. So, yeah. So it looks like we're going to be playing the Rot-Tide Gargantua for no value, really. Okay, that's fine, yeah. So this is a pretty slow black-red value deck, it looks like. I'm a little scared of what they could have. They could have the Blood Vial Purveyor, which is pretty hard to deal with. I mean, we have the Imprisonment, which is actually kind of the perfect answer for it, because we just get blood tokens every spell we cast. The Blood Vial Purveyor, by the way, is the 4-mana 5/6 Flank Trample, and whenever your opponent casts a spell, they get a blood token, and then whenever it attacks, it gets +X/+0, or sorry, it gets +1 and +1 till end of turn for each blood token your opponent controls. So yeah. Oh, by the way, here I probably would have attacked actually if not for the statuette, because it would have been, I don't know. I mean, like, they're pretty grindy, so we do want to get some damage in eventually. We did also kind of just hurt ourselves with the Point of Discussion. Okay, this seems not, like, that's a little bit sketchy in my opinion. This card is not good, I don't think. Like, unless you really need the blood tokens, like with, I think Blood-Soaked Reveler, or no, that's the flip side. Restless Bloodseeker, I think it is. It's pretty good, because it just, for 2 mana, it triggers it, but I think unless you're playing that card specifically, or like the Voldaren Bloodcaster, which is a rare, I don't think it's worthwhile. Here they're attacking with the Statuette. I'm fine with that. Next turn, I think we'll just play Rot-Tide, because if we can get a counter on it with the Angel, it's pretty sweet. So, we'll just gain a life. Rot-Tide for no value, but I'm fine with that. We can get it back, always. Yep, so we'll just leave that. I'm fine with that. It's not really the end of the world. Rot-Tide Gargantua is just not... It's not a good card in general. But, I mean, like, it's definitely the weakest card in that deck, maybe barring the, Astrovault Shield Basher, but... by quite a lot, that is, but it's not bad by any means. Okay, so... They're getting up to scary card of mana. And we don't have anything, like, even if they play their own Cemetery Desecrator, like, there's nothing in that graveyard that can kill that big creature. So it's not a big deal. What else? They could have Anya, which is the Anya Maid of Dishonor, I think, which is a pretty big bomb. That might be why they're making so much blood. That's a pretty big deal. Okay, well, they just lacerated flesh on my Traveling Minister, which is a little confusing to me, but I'm fine with it. The fact that it is confusing makes me fine with it, really. It seems like they should have done it on the Riptide, especially since now they can't deal with it, with that particular card, that is. So we'll just hit in for 6 here. We're not really in any rush to kill them, but, I mean, like, 6 damage isn't nothing. They were at 22, but still. So yeah, so this card, I think it's good, but it's not at its best. Okay, we'll gladly imprisonment that. Oh, actually, no, maybe we don't. Maybe we just swing past it. Yeah, I think I might just swing past it. If they block, I'll leave it. If they... Hey, you know what I'll do? I'll do this. So they might double block with the Sanguine Statuette. They're looting quite a lot, so I'm kind of scared of what they might have. They've also got a lot of lands, like 9 lands in, well, that's not that many, actually. It's about right. So here we don't have anything in our graveyard to get back with the Blood Fountain yet. Yeah, it does look like we're just gonna attack here. I'm a little bit... I don't really mind if they block the block with the Gargantua. Like, I'll just kill the Celebrants. Okay, yeah, so they're not even blocking. Yeah, so it looks like they're just dead here. Maybe I should save the removal. Well, no, they've got a last straight flush, so this can basically kill anything. Yeah, we're looking pretty good here. Those buttons in Diamond as well. Good for them. Yeah, I haven't ground up to Diamond in Limited for a while. I haven't really been enjoying the recent Limited sets. I mean, barring like Midnight Hunt, but AFR wasn't great. I wasn't a fan of Kaldheim. I liked Zendikar Rising though. That was a sick Limited set. Like, it wasn't at all like this, where like these bombs just sort of dominated the format. It was just like really synergy based, and it was really skill rewarding. So you like, especially the black-white deck. Ironically, well, coincidentally, that is, we're in black-white here. But the black-white deck in that format was absolutely, like, it was so much fun to play. Like the cleric dude that gains you life when everything's ETB. It's pretty sweet. Okay, so they're hovering my Riptide. Okay, so it looks like they have some sort of removal. That's fine. I don't really mind them doing that. It means that, like, I don't kill them next turn, I guess. But, I mean, we have a Desecrator. It's not looking good. We can also just activate the Blood Fountain to get both of these back, which is kind of backbreaking for them, honestly. I might just do that. Like, yeah, if we do that and then play the Minister, that's pretty rough for them. Okay, so they are getting lifelink here, because it is a vampire, right? Yeah. Okay, so they're getting lifelink. That's kind of fun. It means that it's tapped as well, which means I get a ping in for an extra 2. Like, 4 damage isn't much, for me at least. Yeah, okay, so here, it looks like we're gonna do this. So if we draw. If we draw like a dollhouse, that'd be pretty sweet. Okay, so we just draw that. You know what we'll do? We'll do this. So, manually tapping, so the MTG auto tapper does not mess us up. So we're gonna get back a Traveling Minister, and then we're gonna play both Traveling Ministers here. I could also loop this one away, but I think that it's just better, because if we swing in here, we take them to 6. And so next time we can just disperse that damage a little better. I mean, we can also flip the Panicked Bystander next turn, if we don't just outright kill them. Because we definitely do have 6 power on the board. Yeah, so it looks like they're just sort of struggling to find an answer. They have drawn a lot of lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12. Okay, that's a good one. I mean, that's not that good, but like, what are they hitting? I guess the Celebrant, yeah. It does gain them too. Our life total is getting a little low, but I'm not too worried because we have like a lot of gas left. Like, we still have Dollhouse of Horrors, and we have like a ton of life gain synergy pieces. So I think I'm just gonna loot away this. See what we get. If we can hit like a Dollhouse, that'd be pretty sweet. Otherwise, I think I'm just gonna... Okay, well... Hey, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna play this Riptide. I think are they just dead here? So now we Riptide, sacrificing the Traveling Minister, I think. That's gonna gain us life, so this is gonna flip on end of turn. And then I'm just gonna... So yeah, so I guess they sack that. I'm kind of... Oh, that was probably a mistake, but oh well. It does flip the, this guy, though. So I'm not playing very well right now. It's a little bit of an oopsie, but luckily our deck is compensating for my lack of skill. That's what I love about this format. Okay, so this is pretty sweet. We got a Cackling Culprit. I don't know. It's going to be tough for them to come back. We've only used one piece of removal as well, so we still have 2 more left in draw. The Sanguine Statuette really is not looking good for them. Oh wow. So they're not even... Okay, so they're just leaving that... Okay, that would have been good to play, though. I'm confused. Like, they have enough mana, this is okay. They've got 7 mana, they can do it for 5. It blocks my Rot Tide for sure. I guess I guess they really need to find... What they really need to do is find a way to kill the Angelic Quartermaster. This is tough. For them, at least. For us, it's kind of just smooth sailing. Yeah, so I'm not really sure what they could possibly have. Again, like, by imitation only doesn't do it. Yeah, GG's. GG's, buddy. That's win number 5. That's pretty sweet, though. We haven't lost a single game yet. I'm pretty proud of that. So looking good. We're almost in Diamond 2, actually. I mentioned that earlier, but it's not that unrealistic. Okay, well, that was a pretty sweet game. They got a little bit mana flooded, but I don't think it was too bad. Their deck just was a little bit confusing, honestly. So yeah, I guess we got 2 more games, but it's looking good so far. Yeah. Again, we've sort of just got lucky a little bit with the opponents, but I feel that even if we hadn't, we still would have won quite a few games. Like, I don't think we would have lost any because our opponents got unlucky there. If that makes sense, but I don't know. Like, our deck is pretty nuts, but I would have liked to have a little bit more challenge, but just because it makes some better content and it's a lot more fun to play. But that one with against the Red-Green Werewolves was a real... Like, that was a proper game. Yeah, so this hand looks pretty good. Sorry, I kept it without really looking while we're talking about it, but, yeah, this hand looks pretty good. We've got Traveling Minister turn 1, Panicked by turn 2. We don't have any black yet, but, I'm kind of fine with that. We don't really need black. We only have 1 card in hand that is black, and it's double black. So I've said black like 50 times. So, yeah, this doesn't look great for us, honestly, just because we are just only drawing white lands, but I'm fine with that. We're a pretty slow deck, so we've got lots of time. Yeah. If this didn't have white removal, I wouldn't have kept it, I don't think, but just the fact that it has, it had 1 black card, so I'm kind of fine with that. I didn't want to mulligan it. It's not worth it. Okay, that's fine. Oh, okay. So it looks like... So I'm going to stop by doing this. I think I'll just pass. I don't really have anything to do here. We did draw a black land, which is pretty sweet. Hopefully we can draw another one. Optimal draws, probably the Angelic Quartermaster is pretty good. Right now, it depends on what they play, obviously, but the Rot Tide Gargantua would be pretty sweet. I'd be happy to sacrifice the Traveling Minister to get rid of the Bloodless Guest. Yep, okay, so that's rough. It's not bad, but it's not, like, rough as in it's horrible to deal with, but it's a little bit tricky. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to Sagada's Imprisonment. It doesn't look like we have too many threats, and we just drew, like, all of our removal, so we're kind of fine. And then we're going to Panicked Bystander, suit it up, swing for 2. It's 2 because, instead of 3 because of Bordered Window. It's a shame because I would have liked to get rid of this immediately, but this is a tough one to get rid of sometimes. Like, our deck is it should be pretty good at it, but right now our draw is just not doing it. Like, if we can draw a couple more Traveling Ministers, that'd be nice. But yeah. I mean, the reason I use Sagada's Imprisonment in here, by the way, is because we have, like, a ton of removal now. And so I'm kind of, like, I'm fine just dealing with the threats that they have now. I'm also happy to exile this next turn instead of playing something, because I would definitely like to get that second black. Okay, they got another one. That's rough. It's going to be a lot of life gain for them. It's at least 4 life stored in blood. I guess if I exile it, it won't be, but... If I can draw a Swamp, I'll probably Parasitic Grasp in response to their block, if they block. Okay. So, we'll pump. If they don't block, I'll just Bloodless Guest, or sacrifice the... I will exile the Sagada's Imprisonment. Okay, yeah, so now we just do this. I'm cleaving it so that it can target non-humans, because this is not a human, it's a vampire. And that's also going to flip the Panicked Bystander. It's going to be pretty sweet, actually. We've got a very synergistic deck, given that we're in Crimson Vow. Okay, that's looking pretty good for us, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, so this Cackling Culprit is going to be pretty big beater. It's going to be a 4-5 with Death Touch most of the time. We've also got Hero's Downfall for whatever they play. I mean, I don't know what they could play. I guess the Lumber Knot would be, like, a reasonable target for it. They could also have... Okay. Yeah, Bleed Dry's rough. Bleed Dry's rough. Okay, so... Whew. So I think I'm just going to exile this, and then sacrifice the blood to the swamp. Because we definitely need to get rid of the bordered window before we can start attacking again. But for the time being, this is just tap, gain a life. Okay. We don't have enough blood that I think it's worth keeping it in hand, so I'm just going to play it out, even though we've got, like, a ton of white. But as we saw earlier, having a lot of lands is pretty good when they can just bounce everything. Yeah, Bleed Dry's pretty good. I don't think I would have... I guess in that situation I probably would have, but I wouldn't want to be using it on a Panicked Bystander. And especially since we didn't really do any work to get it flipped, we just played Parasitic Grasp, which is good for us anyways. Yeah, so it looks like they're playing a pretty slow deck. All of the decks we've played so far are slow. Okay, that's not good for them. Well, it's not bad, but you know. Yeah, so nothing in Graveyard still, so I don't really want to play this Courier Bat, because I do feel like it will be better not to at some point. So I think I'm just going to hold up Downfall. There's not too much they could have, but they might have, like... they could have Cemetery Desecrator. That doesn't even do a whole lot, though. Okay, well, I mean, I'm just gonna kill that. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, there's not really... Like, I feel kind of stupid killing this, but we're in such a good position, I feel like we can be liberal with our removal spells. Yeah, so we're just gonna kill that quickly. Maybe they have, like, a Undying Malice. That'd be weird, though. I don't think this... when you have this few creatures, I don't think you should be playing Undying Malice. Okay, that's a good one. It does gain a life, though. Look at all this life, and we're at 31 life. Okay, I might use this just to hit through the, Oh wait, I'm stupid. Why? Oh my god, okay, that was a huge punt. I'm sorry, I'm misplaying like crazy. Oh, that was the wrong button. But yeah, I might just use, Adamant Will just to punch through the bordered window, because this is kind of wrecking me here. Yeah, what I should have done there is I should have tapped the Minister to get back the, Panicked Bystander. Oopsie. I don't know, I mean, I don't see it mattering too much. Ooh, that's sweet. Yeah, I don't see it mattering too much right now, because we have, like, a flyer. But, like, I don't know. Yeah, they're just... Oh, they're getting... Okay, that's an interesting one. I guess they have a couple life stored in, blood. Okay, well, I'm fine with that. I might not, get punched through the bordered window then, because, they have life gain. Okay, well, this is looking pretty sweet, actually. I like the Edgar's Awakening. It's a pretty fun card to play with. I've had a couple decks where it's worked pretty well. Okay, Snarling Wolf isn't really a problem. Again, all of these are ground creatures. Like, really, the worst thing that it could possibly have right now is, like, a Dreadfrost Demon. But that is still... That's just always going to be the worst thing they could possibly have. Even then, I don't know if... I don't really know if they're gonna... if that's gonna help. I'm gonna discard the Swamp. Oh, that's pretty nice. I think I'm gonna play it. I can definitely, well, this is a pretty nice card. I really like it. I don't think it's, like, super good, but it's definitely really a lot of fun to play with. I think we might just chump, if they attack with, like, this or something, I might just block it, because this isn't going to do any blocking of its own, because it's just kind of bad, and it's just, I'm not going to be attacking with any of my ground creatures because of it, so they might just attack with it, in which case I'll definitely block here. Okay, that's pretty good, I will admit. But we do have the Adamant Will here. Wait, what's holding priority? Okay, that's fine. So I think we're just going to suit up the Courier Bat. And swing in with this. So the question is, do I attack with this? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to block the Mariner. Yeah, so here I'm just going to pump it. So this is going to be swinging for 3 in the air now. Right, I'll play it. We're going to be swinging in for 3 in the air because of our 2 Traveling Ministers. We're going to be gaining 2 life a turn. I don't really think that they can race us here. We have sort of just drawn a lot of lands. I mean, oh no, well, that's not true. 1, 2, 2 plus... Okay, we've drawn 10 lands in the top, like, 20 cards. I guess it's a lot, but it's not bad. They've drawn about the same, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. Oh no, that's not true. Never mind. They've drawn a lot less, but that's okay. Wait, whoa. How did that fall through their deck? Okay, I mean, I'm fine with it, but... Yeah, I don't see this working out very well for them. I think I'm just going to block here, so that they're forced to pump it. Well, no, it's okay. They'll probably pump it anyways. Yeah, there you go. So here, I think I'm just going to... I mean, I'll suit up Courier Bat, I guess, with this thing, unless I get, like, an Angel or something. Okay, that's pretty sweet. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to activate this. Okay, what's holding priority, buddy? What would be pretty nice here is if they killed my bat, and then I got to bat my other bat, if that makes any sense. Okay, so here I'm going to punch through the barrier of Bordered Window, which is definitely... Oh, wait, never mind. I'm not. I'm stupid. Okay, that is annoying. I'm fine with it, though. So we're going to play another bat. And that's going to get back, I think, Panicked Bystander, which we're going to play. Alright, wait, is this going to flip? No, it's not. We'll play it. Yeah. We seem to be fine. That's annoying. Yeah, it's punishing me for not playing the Distracting Geist earlier. I wonder if they'll exile it. Because they might... Well, actually, no, is it... Yeah, no, never mind, there's nothing else in my graveyard. Yeah, they'll just exile that. Yeah, not much I can do about that. Yeah, this game's turning around a little bit. We've been wicking on draws. The Bleed Dry is... I guess... I mean, the Bleed Dry would have been a lot better on some of my other creatures, but they kind of had to there. So they don't have anything in hand, so I think I might just block... Oh, never mind, what am I saying? Yeah, I'm fine with taking, like, 9. As I said, we're very high life total. I guess not so much anymore, but... Okay, that's just rough. So I think I might stop blocking with the Panic Bystander. Yeah, definitely this race is not going well. We've definitely bricked a lot of draws. It would be nice to flip this Bystander that blocks a lot of things, a lot of their creatures really well. I think I'm going to take another hit from them, and then I'm going to start blocking, actually. Because, what, I'm taking 9, 10, 11, 12, if they attack with everything. Oh, right, there's that. Oh, wait, now I can't even block this. That's rough. Yeah, this isn't looking good. Might be a first loss. Pretty sweet deck, though. There's a lot of synergy with the, Edgar's Awakening. I've got some sweet stuff going on. Yeah, so here I'll just trade. Yeah, I don't mind taking 11 here. Or whatever that was. Oh, yeah, 11. Yeah, maybe we should have... What did we kill, actually? Killed Bloodness Guest. We killed... Wait, what else did we kill, actually? Oh, ooh, okay. That is not a good draw. Yeah, we don't have any creatures, so... I think we're just passing the turn. Feels bad, though. Yeah, nothing with Dollhouse. It's pretty rough. A little bit of BM from the opponent there. Never hurt anybody. Yeah, so I think our best draw here is probably just Desecrator. I mean, it usually is, but Desecrator can exile, like, a Bleed Dry, or, I guess, Edgar's Awakening here. can kill the Rip Hook, which is pretty good. Oh my god. What do they have? Oh, this is terrible. Is that... what is it? Okay, is it just like a mass pump effect? No, that doesn't... That's not in that colors. I don't even think there are any in the set, actually. Yeah, so I think I'll just block here. Like that. It means we can activate Dollhouse a little bit. I guess they can just exile whatever it is, though. It's pretty rough. Yep. Go down to 6 here. It's rough. Yeah, so if we hit a Desecrator, that'd be pretty good. We can exile something meaningful. Kill this, and then we get a full. But, I mean, who knows? They might also just have searched up with the dig up. They might have just got a something to kill this. Maybe crushing canopy or the dude we saw last time. Oh, that's a mistake. Oh, ripped it. Let's go. Okay. I think we're back in it now. So we can just exile, I guess we'll just exile creature, I suppose, Diagraph Scavenger. We'll kill this. Okay, so that's big. That is big. Now we'll get back a Traveling Minister. So the mistake they made here is that they exiled it on their turn, whereas they could just exile it in response to my tapping the Dollhouse. So they can just exile. So if I tap this and then target, for example... Oh my... Jesus. Okay, so this is a problem. This is probably what they tutored for. This is a huge bomb. I think we might just die here. That's rough. Yeah, there's not much we can do about that. It just gets them so much value. Especially with the Dollhouse, because we're constantly creating 1/1s. Yeah, I'm not sure what we can do about that. We need something, I guess... We need like a 7-mana card in the graveyard to kill it, I think. So I guess I just get our other Minister back. You see, now they might exile in response if they do the right thing. Yep, they are. Yeah, that looks like game. Toxrill is really bad for me. Toxrill is just... Oh, okay, they didn't even... Okay, so I think I'm just gonna pass now. Well, yeah, I'll just pass. It's an okay blocker. The other thing is that I can maybe kill Toxrill. Oh, wait. Oh my god, it's each end step, of course. Yeah, there's not much I can do about this. That's rough. I mean, here I guess I just block with Desecrator. What do I even have left in my deck? I could get Blood Fountain, which gets back Desecrator. This is all exiled. Yeah. I think we're pretty dead. Oh, they can also draw cards off of the Toxrill with the Heirloom. That's tough. Yep. I'm gonna get a Slug. Also, these Slug tokens, sick art. Yeah, I'm not sure there's much I can do. Like, I think I mentioned a couple times, but really the best... Yeah, okay, so... I guess it's just exile dig up. Oh, did I just punt there? I could have exiled the, Edgar's Awakening. I think that would have killed Toxrill, right? But can I go back? No, I can't. Okay, so we'll just kill the wolf then. Oh wait, that doesn't even do what I thought it did. Why is that? That's confusing. I exiled... Oh, dig up is... Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm just misplaying. Okay, we're dead. Like, we're very dead. Okay, yeah, we're very dead. Yeah. Okay, that's rough. Okay, well that was a pretty good game though. That Toxrill got us in the end. Toxrill is so hard to deal with though. Man. Yeah, I think that's probably the only bomb that is better than the Desecrator. I mean, there's also the green creature, the Aruba Caretaker, which is pretty good, but yeah. Okay, well I guess we just get into another game then. Haven't made any adjustments to the deck yet, but seems to be going pretty well so far. I'm pretty happy with how it's gone. Hopefully we can get some little, like, at least another grindy, fun game. That one against Toxrill is pretty fun, but yeah, that and the black-red werewolves deck was pretty cool. It's a pretty good hand. We're just gonna lead to swamp, I guess. Maybe we can confuse them with a the only black instant in the set. We'll go with Traveling Minister here, I think. Worst case, I just Undying Malice it. I don't think I will, but it just helps enable the Panicked Bystander. Drake's not a problem. Just a 2-1. Here I think I just play a second Minister. I'm just gonna pump. I guess I'll pump this one. Not really much they can do. These are small enough that if they kill them, it doesn't matter. Let's play that. We'll just pump it, I guess. Doesn't really do anything. We can't flip it yet. I think we might just be taking the 4 here. But yeah. Leave it for now. Pass. If they play something scary, we might block the Drogskull infantry, but for the time being, we're just sort of out gaining life. Well, out life gaining them or whatever. If we could draw like a. I don't know, something like a Heron would be pretty sweet here. I guess we don't have the mana for it yet, but. I think what I might do is I might attack here. So I think I'm just going to swing in here. If they block, I can Malice. That'll be pretty sweet. A lot of value there. Because it's going to trigger itself and then transform on end step. Yep. Malice. We can post-combat point of discussion as well, which is pretty nice. Yeah, so this is going to be pretty nice. I think we're going to have gained 3 life. I guess it'll be tapped, but that's okay. We're definitely winning the race. Okay, that's a pretty good removal spell against the Storm Chaser. Plus, they're probably going to Drogskull infantry on it. At least I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, Culprit is pretty strong. It's been definitely showing its value in these several games. Okay, that's unusual. I guess maybe they have board wipe. No. Okay. So I think I'm just gonna double pump, or at least once. Maybe they might kill it with a Fierce Retribution, which I'm kind of fine with. I think. Yeah, it should be okay. Yeah, there's the Fierce Retribution. Yeah, that's fine. I think I'm gonna wait until they put the Drogskull armaments onto the Drake to Zagato's Imprisonment it. For the time being, I think I'll just play Rot Tide. I think I'll sack. Because a lot of icons just care about having gained life, not having gained a sudden amount. And, like, I think this is the only one that cares about having gained a sudden amount of life, so this is fine. Rather than to sack another infantry. Obviously, like, it's not a whole lot of value, but we are just trading a 1-drop for it, which is pretty good. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Doesn't really do a whole lot. Sort of just does a nothing turn. That's a little tough. I think what I might do here is I might just Imprisonment on the Storm Chaser. Yeah, it's tough. I think I might just tap gain. And I'll leave it for the moment, because I'm not blocking this, and Adamant Willing. If anything, I'll probably just Hero's Downfall, and then... I don't know, it's tough. Because this is also just going to give counters to something else. But yeah, okay, well, I guess we can... Oh, yeah, this isn't looking good. I'm going to be at 3 life here. 4 life with the Minister, I suppose. Okay, that might be game. Yeah, this is pretty, this isn't a great card in general, but it's pretty strong if you can get it late. Okay, well that saves us a lot. Okay, so we're gonna be Parasitic Grasp on this. I think we just pass here. Because now what's going to happen is they're probably going to Lantern Bearer targeting their Parish Blade trainee, and we can just Hero's Downfall. They also might attack here, in which case we can Adamant Will on our Minister. One thing I was a little surprised about is that they didn't Alchemist Retrieval their Drake back to hand. Maybe they didn't know they could, or well, it's unclear. Oh, that's why. Okay. Are we dead here? Not quite. Okay, Lantern Bearer on that. So we're taking... Are we? Yeah, we're just taking lethal here. Yeah, I don't think there was much we could have done about this. Blue-White is a tough matchup here. It's pretty fast, as you can see, and they get a lot of value just from having cards. So, yeah, it's rough. Good game, though. Okay, well, we're 5-2. It's not bad. We've had a couple tough matchups on 5 wins, but that's okay. Yeah, hopefully we can at least get another win out of the deck. The deck is definitely very good. We've had a couple rough draws, but I don't know, both games we lost, we didn't lose because of luck, we just lost because of power level, which I was surprised about because this deck is pretty nuts. Yeah, so turn 1 Traveling Minister is pretty good. We can get double Heron, that's pretty busted as well. We'll just gain life here, obviously we're not attacking into the inventory. Is this the same person? No. Okay, well, that's okay. It looks like a similar deck, though, which is kind of rough. Hopefully no Brine Coma. Brine Coma is pretty bad for us. That's worse. Yeah, that's pretty tough. We might just have to Sagada's Imprisonment, and on turn 5 we just... I guess, yeah. So we gain 1 here. Yeah, Welcoming Vampire is a beating. This card is pretty stupid. Like, basically it just means all of their small creatures are just cantrips. Like, look, this card is fine. Like, it's a pretty solid card on its own. It just draws them a card. Yeah, this isn't looking good already. I know it's a little early to say that. I guess we do have 2 Herons, so if we can be gaining 3 life a turn, that's pretty stupid as well, but... Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's really a race to maximal degeneracy here, I think. Because... Oh, wow. That's brave. They must have a lot of enchantments. That's scary. I don't think this card is usually playable, but if you have enough enchantments, it certainly is. What could they have in blue? I don't think they could have anything. Yeah, it's fine. I don't really mind doing that. Here I think I might just play Heron. Yeah, this is probably fine. Heron, Traveling Minister. We're going to be getting 6 life a turn, which I think just outraces them, period. Yeah, that's pretty stupid as well. Yeah, double Heron of Hope with double Traveling Minister is really dumb. Okay, well, I mean, if they can get some value off of this, like, this is only going to be its spirits, right? Yeah, each number of spirits you control. Yeah, so they're going to have, it's going to be a 2-2, basically. Okay, that's a little scary, I won't lie, because they have to have, wait, let me read this. As long as they have 7 or more enchantments, creature you control are flying. Okay, so they have 1, 2 enchantments so far. There's going to be 3 here. Yeah, because if they can get that online, that's pretty terrifying, but I think until then, we're fine racing. So that's pretty sweet, though. They got a really nice build around deck, though. Wow. Okay, so those guys just instantly became massive. I don't know, I think we might just be able to out-life gain them, though. Like, these are pretty big, but, yeah, so if we do this... Oh, wait, no, we're not gaining 6 life, we're only getting 4 life here. That's pretty tough. I mean, I'm going to give both of these life links, so we're actually going to be getting 10. Yeah, see, wait. No, it's getting us 3 life. Isn't this a replacement effect? You gain that much... Oh, I see it. It just double replaces. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Okay, so we're just going to do this, I think. So, lifelink, swing in for 6. I don't think that they can raise this, honestly. Because we're just gaining, like, 12 life a turn. I mean, they're hitting us for... I guess they're hitting us for a little more than 12, but they're not gaining as much life as we are. Yeah, look, we're at 32 life. So I'm gonna play that. It's tough. I mean, like, these are pretty big. The thing is, I don't think I can waste these on the ground. So I think I kind of just have to, and this is, honestly, this is getting a lot less value than I was expecting, so that's going to be 12, 18, 20 damage. So we're going to go to 12, it's a little low. Okay, wait, is that lethal? That might very well be lethal. Okay, not quite. Okay, we're definitely not dead here, but this is tough, though. Because I don't think we can gain enough life back. I might just go Carrier-Bat. Yes, they're gaining a lot of life. It's rough. Okay, I'm definitely going to attack here. It might be a mistake, actually, but hopefully not. But I just feel like we need more life. So I'm going to block here, block probably one of these, so we're taking 14. Yeah, that's game. GG's, wow, that is crazy. How many enchantments did they have? They had 1, 2, 3, oh, it's a lot of freaking enchantments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's nuts. GG's. Okay, well that was a little bit of an abrupt ending to our run, but overall I think the deck is pretty solid. Yeah, we're definitely dead hit. Yeah, pretty solid deck though. Great time drafting it. I was pretty pleased with how it came out, honestly. I mean, I think that, like, all of our losses, all 3 of them, were just to really stupid things. I mean, like, not as in misplays or anything, but yeah, we had some pretty good stuff going on. We definitely drafted well. I think the draft portion went pretty well. A little rough, honestly, at the end. We just got 3 losses in a row. We lost to Toxrill, that crazy enchantment. Honestly, I don't mind losing to that enchantment at all, because that is sick, that they actually made it work, with all those nurturing presences. And what was our other loss? It was, I don't know, the previous one. the other blue-white deck. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty happy if we lost. But yeah, that's going to do it for that. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you felt that it was interesting, you could leave a like or subscribe. I really appreciate it, and thank you for watching. See you next time.